a tuple relational calculus. And since we know and we have seen this important part into the previous classes that we have the two important thing into the relation model, that is the relation algebra and relation calculus. When we're talking about the any query language, it is already divided into two different flavor. One is a procedural query language and other is a non-procedural query language. So when talking about the procedural query language, so we have seen the example in form of the relation algebra. So here we know the things how to get the information from the query what we have written into the relation algebra pattern on the simple statement like the select star and so and so. But when talking about the non-procedural query language, so the information which defines the information or the output or in the form the resultant way in form of that is what we to do or what we need to do only. So it does not define the how to get the information. So relation calculus we have the inform the non-procedural way. So here we will learn that what is mean by the relation calculus and what is the mean of the tuple relation calculus. Before starting the class to all, let me clear to all once again that relation calculus is also divided into the two its different category or classification. One is we have the tuple and other is the domain. So today we will see the very through the various example about the tuple relation calculus, and tomorrow we will see the domain relation calculus, and tomorrow we will also differentiate relation algebra and relation calculus with the uh, tabular way. So each and everything should be clear. First, let us understand what is mean by the relation calculus. So I am going to switch on the my first slide. That is what is a relation calculus. So as I spoke you very few minutes ago, that is the relation algebra, which is a procedural query language, and to fetch the data, to retrieve the data, and which also explain that how it is done. So please, you have to keep in mind the word very properly. You can see I have just highlighted the few words and I have just uh, colorized the some words. So from these points, you can understand that relation algebra. In the relation algebra, we have seen that how it is done. So query which is written by us, that is how it is done. But in the case of the relation algebra, it is a non-procedural query language. So there's no description about it how the query will work to get the data or to retrieve the data. So this is the point we need to keep in mind. So here we have the very biggest difference from the relation algebra, or we can say the between the relation algebra and a relation calculus. Relation algebra is a procedural query language. Relation calculus is a non-procedural language. In relation algebra, we will know that how to get the data, how to fetch the information. But in the case of the relation algebra, we don't know such thing. So this is a little bit difference. Two differences we have. So in the relation calculus, we can say there are two form or two important category. One is the tuple relation calculus and domain relation calculus. If you're thinking, sir, we don't know about the tuple, we don't know about the domain, so let me clear once again to all about tuple means we are talking about the records or row which is to be maintained by a table or relation. But when talking about domains, domain is a set of the values which defines or which is defined by the any such space or such or specified the column name, field name or attribute. So domain is a having the own sense, own meaning, while tuple has the own meaning, own sense. So today we are going to start the important part, that is the tuple relation calculus. Oh, this is a theoretical point I have just typed over here. So what relation calculus you cannot interpret through the differential or integral calculus. So okay, and this is not just like the same as the differential calculus or integral calculus in the mathematics. That part we have already discussed or we have seen into the our 12th standard, 11th standard as well. So, but we can say it is inspired from the that functioning or that thing. So we can say the some branch of the symbolic logic term we will use, of course. So here the term we have to keep in mind, that is a predict calculus. So predict calculus, through the predict calculus we can say we have the relation calculus. So in the relation we have to measure something to get the data in terms of the prediction way, and this prediction can be transformed into the term that is the condition. So what condition we have? So on the such condition we need to get the data from the relation. So we have the predict calculus. So same thing we have over here. So the theoretical it is written over here, the tuple relation calculus, which was originally proposed by the Cord in the year 1972. Of course, it was a prox. We can say the 50 years ago. We are talking about the 50 years ago matter. And domain relation calculus, which are proposed by the Lacrosse and Proter in the 1977. So first, which was come, that is a tuple relation calculus. Because whenever we need to get the data, retrieve the data, fetch the data, so what we need to do? We need to get the information from the tuple as well. And here we have to keep in mind the some important term, that is the, we're talking about the predict calculus. So we will talk about the truth values. Okay, so if you remember something about the predict calculus from the first order logic or the predict calculus part, that is the we have the true false. Okay, so we are performing some and operation or operations respectively. Truth and false will be gives us some information. It could be true or could be false, depend on the what kind of the operator or operation we are performing. So this is completely inspired from the such part, that is the first order logic or predict calculus. It is not inspired by the differential or integral calculus. Okay, so this is the point. If it is clear to all, what I mean to say it over here, what is a relation calculus, and why we are going through such part, and what are the various form of the relation calculus. Yes. Any doubt in these two slides? Then you can ask. Then you can ask me. Yes, student. Please tell me any doubt in these two slides.
No doubt, sir.
So have you heard the term about the first order logic of predict calculus, where we have the truth value function with some arguments, and the function which passed an expression that is used by then proposition. So it could be true or false. If you remember something into the numeric analysis, I hope you have studied this concept into the numeric analysis subject of the mathematics. I hope so. So any doubt, student who have any doubt, so please you can ask me. On you don't have any doubt, then I can jump to the my next slide. But you have any doubt, then I can explain over here something over here about the first order logics. Just please tell me. Yes, any other student who have any doubt in the sense? Okay, just I'm giving the hint so you can understand. Suppose we have A and B, and this A B having the some value just true and false. Okay, if we're talking about the 2. Okay, so this could be true true, false true, and other values will be the false false, and there will be some value which could be true and false. Okay, so how many we have, that is 2. So from these two value can be occupied 2 to power 2. So we can say there will be the 4 entries or 4 values. All these are represented by some expression. So we have the proposition. So how to represent such thing? So true and false, if you remember this operator. Okay, and if you remember this operator, so that is for the or. And if you remember the for negate, I'm writing like this one, negate f. So what does it mean? Okay, this is negation of the false value. Okay, so we can represent the such thing into the first order logic, and or we can say the predict logic. So now it is remember to all. Now tell me any doubt over here. Yes, please tell me. Any doubt thinking about the predict logic, prediction logic, or predict logic?
No, sir.
Okay, so can I move to the next slide?
Yes, sir.
So, okay, so in the tuple relation calculus, in short way, we have the TRC. So tuple relation calculus is a non-procedural query language. Why it is non-procedural query language? Because of course, relation calculus is a non-procedural query language. And unlike the relation algebra, the tuple calculus provide only the
Sir,
description.
hello, sir. Is
Yes.
this different from relation calculus or part of it?
No, relation calculus have the two form. One is the tuple relation calculus and domain relation calculus.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah, in this, see this slide. Relation calculus exists into two form. One is a tuple relation calculus, where we will work on the tuple, and we're talking about the domain relation calculus, where we will work on the domain. So this is the point.
Okay, sir.
Ultimate, what we have when you are getting something from the relation, then you have the final outcome in form of some values, and tuple and domain are the two things by which we can play with the values, and you are getting some information from the any relation, so we will see some information either by the tuple or the domain. So this is the point. But the writing style or the pattern of the calculus, relation calculus and algebra, relation algebra is different from each other, because in relation algebra it defines that how to get the data, how to fetch the information from the given relation. But in this relation calculus, we just do only the what to do. Okay, and we don't know how to get the or how to fetch the record from the given relation. So this is a little bit difference we have to keep in mind. That's why it has a different notation. And something I want to tell you, for the examination purpose, most of the question will be asked by, for learning purpose, of course, with the learning purpose, asked by the relation algebra instead of the relation calculus. But for making the paper or for enhancing the complexity of the any examination paper, faculty or introduce just make provide the confusion to the student. So this is nothing especial, but practically we have to keep in mind the difference between these two different kind of the query language. One is the procedure, other one is the non-procedure. So procedure query language we have already discussed through the fundamental operation and addition operation. Of course, in the addition operation we have seen the join operation. Okay, but if we're talking about the non-procedural query language, so we have the relation calculus. So it also having the two different flavor. One is a tuple and a open. So this is my point. So here we have the tuple relation calculus. So first relation calculus form we have the tuple. So tuple relation calculus provide the description of the query, but it does not provide the method to solve it. Okay, it just provides a description of the query, but does not provide the method to solve it. So we can say here what to do we will say, but we don't know how to do this perform. So the query language of the query which is written by the tuple relation calculus, the syntax we need to keep in mind. Okay, just see, we have the T. Okay, we have to write into the curly braces. Now this would be the syntax T. Okay, and T is what, basically T is a resulting tuple. And if you remember the some set theory concept, so we have the specific symbol over here, and now just remembering all the information from which we will get it. So T here we have, and the next part we have, that is a PT. So P stand for the predict. So what the prediction value we need to see. So from the prediction tuple what we need to get. So where T is equal to the resulting tuples, and PT basically determining the some predict that is important to define the condition, and that is used to determine what we need to fetch it. So the condition or the predict generate the all the set of the all the tuples which belong to the respective condition. Just like example of, you can say we have the 1,000 records of the student, and among these 1,000 of the records I need to find the name of those student who belong to the XYZ. So the student who match the criteria, the respectively information or the all the tuples, all the record we will get from the given relation that match the our condition. So that is the prediction that the condition we need to pass over here. So this is the point. So our condition will be true if it is found that if a condition is not true or not matching the criteria, so we can say there is no student who have the name XYZ. So we will get the no tuple or no result information. So this is the point. Yes, the syntax is clear to all, and in doubt you can say, and the symbols we can use, that is used of course followed by the from the set theory. So it, since database or any computer science or in the any subject, the computer is completely inspired by the mathematically or mathematics subject. But you have the little bit idea about the mathematics, so definitely we will implement or we can understand the computer subjects without any doubt. So this is a syntax you have to keep in mind. Now any doubt here? Yes, please tell me any doubt you have. Yes, student, please tell me any doubt you have right now.
No, sir. No, sir.
So you have to remember the syntax carefully. And we're truly speaking into the examination, I can ask a few questions from the relational algebra and the relation calculus. Okay, so you have to identify the what I have asked in the question. So please do not mix up the both of the thing. Okay, so please read the question carefully and solve the questions or just give the answer properly. Okay, so please keep in mind all those things. That's why I'm just giving the some one exercise here. I'm explaining each and every concept, the real life example, then you can understand. So I'm moving to the my next slide. Here we have to the few terms we need to keep in mind. Just as I spoke you, PT basically determine the prediction condition or some condition on the tuples. So it may have the various conditions that it could be in the logical way. So as I told you that it could have the or. Okay, I can enhance my query like the I need to name of the those students who belong to XYZ and they have the year less than 20. So I'm using the word and they have. So what operator I must use? That is a logical operator. We can say we have to use a and, or if I'm using the or, so definitely I can use at the time the or. It is just like the putting the condition into the if statement into the any programming language, and we can use the not. So the symbol you can remember the such thing. So we have the this symbol. So all the symbols are completely inspired from the prediction calculus. You have remembered something over there, and it also uses some quantifiers. So from the set theory, so the symbol you can say we have the there exist. So there exist means a tuple in the T in relation R. Just keep in mind all the words properly. From the relation R, the tuple we have that defines some condition that is Qt is true. Okay, so you remember the this syntax. If you understand this syntax over here, Qt is what Qt is about the condition on the T. So I can write the first syntax like this one. This is what Q is our condition on the set of the tuple that is T. So T is the set of the tuple. We have the set of the tuple that is Qt is the condition on the set of the tuple. So we have the n number of the tuples from the in this n number tuples. Okay, so something and that is a part of the relation. So from this relation we are just putting the condition like over here. So we can say from the student table or student relation, if you need to find the name of the student who belong to the XYZ. Okay, so this is the condition, this is a parameter I'm putting into the condition. So this can be represented by the Qt, and from its relation, so we have the student relation. So some information that exists from the this tuple. Okay, there exists something from this tuple. So after putting the condition from the into the relation R, we are getting some information, and that is noted by the tuple T. So this is what from the n number of the tuple we will get the suppose two or three tuple. So this will show the few result which match our condition that is XYZ. Suppose I'm getting the 10 student names. So it will display the 10 student names only out of the n students. Okay, and the n students. So this is the point. And second quantifier you can understand that is the for all. So if you are using this symbol you can see here, so it determines that we are getting the all the details from the for all the tuples in the relation R. So writing the way or writing the query into the mathematical notation, you have to keep in mind into the examination as well. So we have the two symbols that is used by the there exist and for all. I hope you have remembered all these terms from the mathematically. So you this all these terms are completely taken from the mathematically, and we have used such kind of the operator or symbols in the set theory as well. Okay, so this is the point. Now, any doubt here? Please tell me any doubt in this quantifier. Yes, student, tell me any doubt in these two quantifier. According to these quantifier, you have to interpret your query. Just student, please tell me.
No, sir, no doubt.
So have you remembered all these kind of quantify into set theory? Okay. So now can I move to my next slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just you have to remember the few things. So I'm just put it down to all the words statement properly. So in the tuple relation calculus, you will have to find the tuples for which a predict is true. So when the condition is true, prediction is true. So we will find the or we will get the list of the tuples which match our condition. So the calculus is depend on the use of the tuple variable. So what is the tuple variable we can use here? What is the tuple variable? What is the tuple variable in this point? Can you explain me or can you give me some answer? Yes, please tell me which is the tuple variable.
Q.
No, Q is Q is a condition. It is written over here. No, Q is true. If the condition is true, then we can say. Now tell me what is the tuple variable.
T.
T.
Okay, small t is a tuple variable, so I am writing here for your betterment. So you have to remember each and everything properly. So this is tuple variables. Good point. Okay, and R is a relation, and while Qt is one that is a prediction on the tuple. So we can say this is the prediction on T. So this is the point. Okay, and the tuple variable is a variable that ranges over. What is mean by the date ranges over? Can you give me some idea what is mean by the ranges over? A named relation, that is a variable whose permitted values are tuple of the relation. Yes, can you give me some idea what is mean by the ranges over? Yes, student, you have to speak here. You can't be mute yourself. Okay, so please, yeah, just try to speak something over here.
सर लाइक जो वेरिएबल होता है उसमें जो परमिटेड या फिर डोमेन उनकी वैल्यूज होती है वो एक टपल की वैल्यूज होती है किसी रिलेशन से लाइक सर जो तीन से चार कॉलम वाले जो सर कोई भी हम टपल ले लेते हैं स्टूडेंट नेम रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर हम चीज सर वो पूरा एक टपल हम सर एज अ सिंगल वो चीज पास कर रहे हैं किसी वेरिएबल को.
Yes, so any other student who want to speak? Yes, please. Just try your statement, what you are thinking. You can just, if you try to do something here, then I will be happy. Please try something. Don't think about it is wrong or right. Just try. Yes, any other student? Yes, please tell me. Okay, so a tuple variable is a variable that ranges over a named relation, that is a variable whose only permitted values are tuple of the relation. It defines that see in a relation we have the x column, y column, z column, and w column. So from these number of the columns we have the some values like over here, and okay. So the ranges over is defining this point. From this list of the tuples, we are putting the condition in form of the qt, or we can use any symbol put. So we are predicting something on the set of the tuples, and we will get the sum or a selected list of the tuple, and that is followed by the our condition. So we have the limited information, we will get the limited information. So this is define the the range is over. So from these three tuples we are getting only the one tuple which meet our criteria. So at the time the we have the resultant result like this one. That is second, because this second tuple will meet our criteria. So how many tuples we have? That is only the one tuple, and in this relation or the resultant information is defined at the ranges over. So we have the some range on the list of the tuples. So this is the meaning. So we will permit only those value into the our tuple variable which meet our criteria. This is sense. So tuple variable is a variable. Okay, so now I'm just coming back to this example. Now see, from this relation r, the condition is match. So condition, after matching the condition from this relation, the information will be only here, only the which meet the our criteria condition. So this in this tuple variable t, only the information is stored limited information or selected information to be stored. So we can say the only selected information will be stored. Okay, selected information, and this selected is defining, that is we are talking about the ranges over. Okay, we define the ranges over. Okay, selected tuple, so we can say this define the ranges over. Just instead of the name I just need to put the correct word, that is a ranges over. Ranges over, this is the meaning. Okay, now is it clear to you what is mean by the ranges over word? Just please tell me, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, so no doubt. Now shall I move to next slide after the slide? No doubt. Now please tell me, shall I move?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here we have some examples. Read the example carefully and just give me the answer properly. So for example, to specify the range of a tuple variable s. Now what is a tuple variable s? We have the s. Okay, please keep in mind. And of the stub relation. So this is what? This is the stub relation. So here we have the relation, that is we have the stub. So stub is what? Stub is a relation. Stub is a relation and s is the tuple variable. So you have to keep in mind. If you write to need to write the query like over here, then you can write.
Sir, here we are saying the range of tuple variable. Sir, where are the range?
We are the range, so we have not passed the any condition over here. So you can, if you want, then you can pass. There is no issue. So here we are not passing right now any condition. So all the tuples which belong to the stub relation will be stored into the our as variable. This is the point. If we need to fetch the limited data, so what we need to do, we need to pass the condition. So here this is defined, that is we are talking about the relation just like this one. So this is one just like this one. There's a relation, we have the r relation, and this t is defined, t is a tuple variable. So same example we have over here, we have the stub relation, and this s is the list of the tuple or the tuple variables which keeps the information of the all the tuples into the or from the stub relation. So this is the meaning. So one by I'm coming, this is the first point. If it is clear to all, then I will jump to the my next part. Yes, now tell me. Yes, please tell me. Now tell me any doubt.
Yes, sir, it's okay.
Okay, so next query, next statement, you can say to express the query, find the set of the all the tuples. Okay, you can just read all the points carefully from the my slide, and you can say find the all the set of the all tuple s such that fs is t. So this fs is what? Here this fs is a, this is what? This is a fs is a predict. And what I need to predict is depend on the, this is my prediction, and it is depend on the my well form formula, well form formula. And this well form formula will be used by the first order logic into the prediction law calculus, if you remember the such thing. So here we can pass any condition by using the specific operator, logical operator, that could be and or negate. So depend on the your prediction, we can use this operator. So this is the point. So according to the our notation, how to write the such thing. So here if you remember the syntax, that is a tuple that we have the from the relation t. So this is the pt. If you remember the syntax of the tuple relation calculus, then pt was a prediction calculus and t is the tuple. So here s is what? S is the tuple variable, that is s we have, and fs is the condition prediction. If it is true, then all the information which meets the criteria will be stored into the this tuple, that is a s. So we have, so we can write such example like this one. Now is it clear to all the second statement? Yes, please tell
Yes,
me.
sir.
Okay, so there is a relation we have over here, that is staff relation. We have the number of the attribute, those are the staff number, first name, last name, the staff position, staff gender, his or her date of birth, and salary, and branch number. So this is a branch number, and of the all the staff earning more than the 10,000. So this is a query. So how many attributes we have? The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So what the query we have? We need to find or we need to see the all the staff detail who belong to the who is earning more than 10,000 rupees. So if we need to write a such query, then what happened here? We have the query, but we have the condition. So how to write the condition? How to produce such thing? So s is would be the our s would be the tuple variable. Okay, and this s tuple variable is a part of the s tuple variable is a part of the staff relation. Now tell me, is it clear to all this point? S is a tuple variable which is a part of the staff variable. Yes, please tell me, is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and so we need to use the our prediction, that is and. So because we have the condition and branch number all the staff earning who is just more than the 10,000 rupees. Salary is a attribute of the staff, but what is the variable? That is the tuple variable we have on which the information are stored, so that is s. So by using the s and using the dot operator, now you can remember this dot, s dot salary. So we will match the condition which should be greater than 10,000. Okay, so this is what this is our prediction. So along with the prediction we will get some data, and that is finally after executing this part, the resultant information will be stored here into this part. This is the s. So resultant store will be resultant information will be stored into the s finally, and it will display some information in form of the resultant way. So this is the point we need to keep in mind. This is the idea about the tuple relation calculus. Yes, please tell me, here you have went out, then please tell me. Yes, student, please tell me any doubt you have. No doubt. If you don't have any doubt, then I can move to the
Sir,
next
in the
slide.
last example, sir, in the last query, sir, we are finding the set of variable, na? Not range of
Set of,
variable.
set of the variables. So yes, of course.
Yes, sir, as we are doing in the example 2.
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir. Okay. Understood.
Since the stop s, what will return the stop n? Stop s will return the list of the all the all the records. Okay, or tuples. From this point, we need to check the another part, that it is asked by the query. You have to find and you have to find the all the number of staff who is earning more than 10,000. So that's why we have used the this and operator. Now you can see it match with our condition here. So we are using the and branch number of the all staff. So all the staff who is earning more than 10,000. So we have over here. So what is the point on which we can find out? That is salary, because this is a salary is a field which is dealing with your amount value or some integer value. So we will use this part. Okay, branch number we will not take. So salary is a part which defines that the earning part. So this is the point we need to use the logic at the time. So and s dot salary. So now what s, this s contain the list of the n tuples, and from this n tuple we need to match the condition. So at the time we use the some dot operator. S dot salary is greater than 10,000. So this satisfies our prediction part. Yes, this is the point. Now, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm just moving to my next slide. Here, describe the query. So with a simple exercise, I'm just giving to all. Now, yes, think about this query. I have written into the tuple relation calculus query. Okay, and now describe what is the sense of this query, and if you want to write this query into the English statement, then how will write? What is describing? Okay, please remember the instead of the and you can use, or you can understand, we are using the operator. This operator is applicable. Even keyword is also applicable in the
Sir,
tuple
I
relational
think we
calculus.
will get a list of teachers whose salary is about 20,000.
Okay, this is the brilliant answer I'm getting from the your side, and I need the answer from the other student as well. Just please, any other student who is thinking something from this student idea.
Yes, the same answer, sir. The set of teachers which are getting 20,000 and more than this salary.
Just please remember your word, not set of the teachers. Okay, is a list display the list of the tuples. Okay, set of the tuples we can say, not set of the teachers, set of tuples. Okay, please remember the words.
Okay, sir. Set of tuples.
Set of tuples and those teachers who have the salary more than 20,000. This is a good point. So you can read out here. It implies that it selects the tuples from the teachers relation in such a way that the resulting teachers tuple will have a salary higher than the 20k or 20,000. Now this query is clear to all. Yes, please tell me any doubt you have, then you can
Yes.
you can ask me any questions. Just please, is it clear to all? Yes, please tell me any doubt.
No, sir.
Okay,
सर
so
एक
here,
बार और एक्सप्लेन कर दीजिए.
yes, yes. See, we have a teacher relation. Okay, so this teacher relation T is defined that is a we have a relation T, a relation R, and this is a T is a tuple variable which belong to the teacher relation, and this T is contain the list of the this T contains the all all tuples, all records. Okay, I can speak in general way, you can understand. This is T is the tuple variable which keeps the information of the all list of the tuples or records. And so if I'm not using the and or T dot salary greater than 20, suppose I'm not using this part, so what happen if I use this system, syntax only, then it will display the list of the all the tuples. Okay, but I have the condition. What I have condition here, I have used the AND operator or AND keyword, by which I have defined that I need to display only the those teachers record who belong to the salary more than 20,000. So this is what this is the my prediction. And this teacher T and T dot salary, this becomes this entire part. This entire part becomes my this entire part becomes my PT. Okay, this entire part might become the PT of prediction. So I'm predicting the information on the teachers record entire teachers, and among this entire teacher, I need to select the limited part. So how I can identify the limited part? That is a T dot salary should be greater than 20,000. So from this all the tuple, it will match the condition, that is limited condition. Suppose I'm getting only the 5 teachers who have more than 20k salary. So it, and this internally from the memory, this 5 teachers record will be stored into the this tuple, that is this is known as the resultant tuple. Actually the first tuple is also known as the resultant tuples record, or resultant tuple, and it resultant tuple variables, we can say resultant tuple variable, and it displays the entire record which made the criteria. So it implies that you select the tuples from the teachers relation in such a way the resulting teachers tuple, the resulting teachers tuple, that is I'm talking about this part, please you can see, will have a salary more than 20,000. So this is the general meaning. And writing all the things in the calculus way, so we have used the specific word. So when the condition is true, then and information to be displayed when the condition is not false or which is not meeting the criteria, so it will display the only information will which made the our criteria. So this is the point. Yes, now is
Got
it
it,
clear
sir.
to you? Got it? So here I'm just giving another exercise to all. Just into the English statement, I'm giving the question. Then how you can interpret such part? So select all the tuples of the employee name who works for the department 10. Okay, so select all the tuples. Please keep in mind, select all the tuples of the employee name who works for the department 10. So here we have the condition department should be, or department should be 10. So here we have the condition, here we have the employee name, and we need to display all the tuples who will meet our criteria. Yes, please, you can use paper pencil to explain your answer. Just try to write the query in form the relation calculus. Yes, are you writing or you're just passing your time over here?
Sir, we can take a different variable, right?
You can use, but now keep in mind we have only the one relation. Okay, so from the one relation we are getting the information. Just keep in mind here we are not using any other relations. Here we are getting the information from the only the one relation, that is the employee. So you can say employee is our relation name, and its attribute could be employee ID, employee name, and date of birth, and so and so, and one field that is a department ID. So forget the other attributes. So what attribute it is mentioned over here, you just assume and you have to write the answer. But into the examination I will give the list of the all the attributes from where you need to functionize your answer. But right now you have to assume anything. But keep in mind employee name attribute and department ID are the two important attributes we have. Other attribute you can assume. So now just rectify your answer, or just solve your answer. Okay, don't think about your writing wrong or writing wrong or it doesn't mean. Just whatever you're thinking, just write and explain me, and maybe you may write. So any other student who want to speak, so I can write the answer according to you. Yes, anyone who is going to start? Yes, who is going to start?
Sir, I think this will
So
be
can
same
you
as
please take the chat box?
Yes, you can share your answer on the chat box, no issue.
Yes, sir, I've shared. Can you please check?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I think the chat box from the chat box everyone is visible. E is your small e is your tuple variable, employee your relation name. Okay, so e name you are using. So why you are using e dot name?
Sir, it just states that select all the tuples of only employee name.
Okay, so I agree this point. But keep in mind when talking about the any relation, so we will pass the. Okay, now just it's okay right now, and you have used and employee ID department is 10. Okay, okay, it is good.
Okay,
Any
sir.
other
Thank you.
any other student who have different answer? Yes, any other student who have a different answer, you can also share your answer on the chat box and I can see. Yes, Vansika Shavani is here. Vansika, are you there? Okay, Vansika is not here. Any other student? Mansi? Harshit? Okay, Mayank Samadhiya?
Yes, sir, I am here.
Okay, Mayank, now tell me what would be the answer of this statement or this query? If we need to transform such query which is written into the English statement into the relation calculus, then how you will manage? Please tell me. If you have solved, then you can speak, so I can write over here. If you are not interested to share your answer in the chat box.
Yes, sir, what do you want to say?
I need the answer from your side, so please tell me. If you are not interested to share your answer on the chat box, then you can speak over here. I can type or I can write.
Yes, sir. Sir, first we write the curly braces, and in the curly braces we write E. Then
Employee.
yes, sir.
So in the short way, I'm writing the MP is a relation name, employee. So just like this one or any other way. So please tell me.
No, sir. Only we are taking E.
Okay, and then
Then, sir, this relation. Then we write employee name and then bracket में T.
no, employee name and the any operator, any other thing. What I need to use?
Yes, sir. I forgot, sir. What is this? Sorry, this line.
Like this one. Okay. Okay, like this, yeah. According to you.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me
Yes,
the
sir.
tell me the continuation part of remaining part of this query.
Sir, employee in bracket E, then and
Okay.
E dot department
E dot department
is 10,
is 10 or equal to 10.
equal to 10. Yes, sir.
Okay, and what is the problem in this query? Any student? Yes, please tell me. Is it correct or is it wrong?
So let me check once again.
Okay, you can check. Okay, without wasting much time, I'm also sharing the answer over here. So I'm just removing the answer from the mail. And
Yes, sir. It is correct according to me.
okay, according to you, it is correct. Okay. So see, this is the point. Now this is the point. Tell me any doubt in this answer I have shared over here. T is basically tuple variable. You can use any other variable like E, so there is no issue. Okay, you can use any other tuple variable. Instead of the T, you can use the E. So E, you can use the E small e, and here you can use small e. There is no issue. So it is also a tuple variable. Yes, please tell me. Any doubt in this answer I have shared over here? A student who shared the answer in the chat box is on the right track, but keep in mind while writing this point, we need to type the tuple variable only, and we will not use t or other thing. Like if you want to use such thing, then you have to define over here. Okay, so this is the point we need to keep in mind. So only the relation we need the tuple variable which is defined over here. So this is a tuple variable only will be pass only. We will not define the any specified column name. So this is the point. If you want to, then you have to use this point. Now is it clear to all the answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is a good point.